Some people may ask, like, why do we need a place for special needs goats? And I really think that the message is teaching acceptance and inclusion. My name is Leanne Lauricella, and I am the founder of Goats of Anarchy, which is a farm animal sanctuary, and we specialize in goats with special needs. Currently, we have around 126 goats, but we also have sheep, alpacas, cows, donkeys, horses, chickens, pigs. So altogether, we're getting around 200 animals. We have burn victims who lost their feet in fires. We have a lot of frostbite victims who lost their legs when they were first born. We have a lot of neurological disorders. We have about 10 blind goats. And we have goats that had injuries or came from abuse cases. So we have a lot of different things, and we are learning as we go. And there's no handbook for this. They do go through that moment of trials that they have to get through in their first couple of months of life. But then with us and the help of prosthetics and wheelchairs, they go on to live a full and happy life with goats that are just like them. It is a 24/7 life. I keep the most severe cases in the house with me. There are a lot of sleepless nights. I want to say I've given things up, but the reward is so much better that I don't feel like I've given things up. Someone reached out to me through social media. They told me about 2 baby goats. They were twins, and one of them was born with a deformity, and she was missing her back leg. Her twin brother had contracted front legs, so they were kind of bent when he walked. And it was my first time working with a special needs animal, and Lila couldn't walk, she couldn't stand. So helping her learn to stand and then walk and then run. It was very inspirational to me. Come on. When I first started, I knew nothing. I had a goat with no back legs, and I started researching, and there's obviously at this time there was nothing for goats with no back legs. So I started looking at dogs, and I saw that they made wheelchairs for dogs. So I thought, okay, so I called a company and I ordered a wheelchair for a dog, and it worked great. Then I had another frostbite victim and missing both back legs, and I started looking into prosthetics. I had seen something before with an animal with prosthetics and contacted someone who mostly did dogs, and it worked great. And now we have probably around 30 goats that wear prosthetics, and we have 7 or 8 goats that have wheelchairs. These aren't your typical farm animals where you open the door, they go out, they eat, and they're fine for the rest of the day. In the mornings, we start the routine of getting everyone dressed. So the little goats that have the prosthetics on need to have socks put on. They need to have their prosthetic devices put on, and it does take a little bit of time, usually about an hour, just to get everyone's feet on. And then they're all, put outside, and then at night, everything has to go in reverse. So we have to put them back in their stalls, take their prosthetic devices off, take their socks off, get them out of their wheelchairs. A lot of our wheelchair goats have special beds that we have made for them to keep them up off the floor, and it keeps them clean. We're very fortunate to work with a vet who understands that we are different from the typical farmer. Hi, buddy. We've worked with vets in the past who just say, you need to euthanize. What kind of life is this? Or you need to euthanize. Like, why would you want to spend money on a farm animal?
Love to help goats that would not have a chance otherwise, because I became a veterinarian to help animals. A lot of the stuff we do is routine, vaccines, health checks, things like that. For something like here, this is more than the routine. And it's why I became a veterinarian, and I enjoy the challenge. And what you can do is you can pull the splint off and leave the bandage on. I really love to see the transformation. We do have some heartbreaks, which really is not fun at all. But for every heartbreak we have so many success stories. We support each other, and that's all we can ask, is to try our best for everybody. And a lot of them just need a little bit of care, and it makes a huge difference. So that's like the coolest thing. Like, we put a lot of time and energy and money into him, but for some of these, they just need a prosthetic and a little bit of like special feeding and care. And it's so nice to have a place like this that can do that.
I think that what our goats teach people is not to give up. We're really good at feeling sorry for ourselves. We are afraid of being different. And when people look at these little goats who don't care and they're just living their life without legs and their wheelchairs, I think that they're incredibly inspiring. And I think that they really encourage people to just be inclusive of other people and to be more accepting of other people and themselves. I can't imagine doing anything else with my life. I joke and tell my staff I'm going to be here until I'm 95 and I'm going to be in a wheelchair with all my goats in Lawson's barn. This is the most fulfilled I've ever been in my life, and I know that this is where I'm supposed to be.